Y'all not about to sit here and stress me out. That's the one thing that y'all not about to do. Y'all not about to sit here and stress me out over this Keke and Darius situation. Because I promise you, I'm not gonna get this more energy and more care than Keke did. Because it wasn't a problem 2 years ago. It wasn't a problem when she was pregnant. It wasn't a problem two months ago when we were told to mind our business. So all of a sudden we supposed to. I think the fuck not.
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that good in my face. I just wanna pump and grind on you, on you, on you. Want you on my face, so shawty, come and swing my way.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the Chi-Chi, the Keke, the internet bull.
If you want to see extended videos, exclusive content, including story times and more, subscribe to my Patreon. If you want to stay engaged and keep up with my commentary, follow me on Twitter. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to schedule you a personal reading today. What's going on, y'all? It's Santana, aka Cha-Cha-Cha-Cha-Chi-Chi. And today we back to talk about some fuck shit that I promise you we're not going to spend that much time on, because I'm not about to get us that much energy. I'm not, because y'all going to start listening when I speak. Huh? I said y'all going to start listening when I speak. Because when I speak, I said what I said, and what I said is usually the truth, and people don't realize it until weeks later. I called this shit when I did my video initially. I don't remember if I did a part 2 video or if I came back and just maybe talked about it within another video, or if I just posted something on the community tab. I don't know, but I know I was very active on Twitter, hence why you need to go follow me on Twitter. Literally, the information is on screen. But I was very active when the whole thing went down with Usher. I was very active when they got back together. And now that I found out there's new information that then came out, I promise you, I'm no longer going to be active. Because now all of a sudden this new information want to come out after we just went through what we went through the last 2-3 months dealing with Keke and Darius. We're going to get into it. But before we do, y'all already know what to do. Go hit the like button right now.
This that don't get scanned tonight. This that no good man tonight. This that no keep Vanna White. This that no he gamble right. This that ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it. Ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it. Don't get scanned tonight. This that no good man tonight. This that no keep Vanna White. This that no he gamble right. This that ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it. Ball out on a nigga till his pockets fill it.
Okay, so news has broken tonight. It's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. It's all everybody is talking about on Twitter. I don't have time. That's why I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it's midnight. Cause let me tell y'all something. I literally was trying to decide, okay, do I want to go out or do I want to stay in? Because I've been sick the last couple of days. Yeah, life has been life. Okay, in terms of my sickness, you know, I live in New York where, baby, it went from 85 to 35 in like 2.5 hours. And my body can't handle all of that. So I've been on bed rest, literally lost my voice, all of this, that, and the third. And the whole time I'm sick, as per usual, that's when the world wants to act up. That's when it's a million things for me to talk about when I don't even have a voice to talk about it. Okay? So please understand that I'm bringing this to you now, but we ain't going to spend much time on it with what little voice I have left. We not. Okay? But I just need to get my opinion out there and shut it down, at least on this channel. Okay? Now, news has broken everywhere. It says that Keke Palmer files a restraining order against Darius Jackson, accuses him of abusing her multiple times. Now, Keke Palmer has reportedly filed a restraining order against Darius Jackson, the father of her son, according to documents obtained by U.S. Weekly. Keke alleges that there's been many instances of physical violence with Darius over the course of the 2-year relationship. Keke claims that her relationship with Darius ended for good in October, primarily due to the physical and emotional abuse he inflicted onto her. As previously reported, Keke has also filed for sole legal and physical custody of their son Leotis. Now, mind you, when I first saw the news drop, all I saw was Keke went to go file for full custody, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. And I had the same reaction even before I found out about the abuse allegations. So I saw it in this order. I saw it as first, I saw that Keke was filing for sole custody. I was like, oh boy. Then I saw, okay, there was a restraining order. I was like, oh boy. And then I saw that, okay, it's because of abuse. My emotion, my reaction did not change nan time. And we're going to get to why it did not change nan time. Y'all going to miss me with this protect black women? Fuck all of that. Let's get to the next post. I'm not even going to get to the comments at all. We'll address that when I give my opinion. So the next thing up that we have is her mama Sharon coming out and basically giving her side to the story. Keke Palmer's mother, Sharon, breaks her silence in response to Saruna Jackson's deleted tweet. I don't know what the tweet was about. All I do know is that Darius did send out a tweet, basically, a picture of him and his son saying, I miss you. I'll see you very soon. Obviously, people are on Twitter lighting his ass up because they like, you clearly doing this for clout. You clearly doing this because of XYZ to take the heat off of you because that baby is a child. It's an infant. They don't have Twitter. Like, who are you doing this for? Like, what the fuck is going on? So I don't know what happened with Sarunas, whatever, but somehow, chat, now he's involved because now you got Keke mother who's coming out saying that she informed him of Darius abusing her daughter a year ago. Again, I'm going to get my full commentary at the end of all of this, but this is why, again, I don't give a fuck. Because let me repeat this. Sharon says that she informed Sarunas Jackson, okay, who is Darius's brother, about how Darius was abusing Keke a year ago. How long do it take to make a baby? 10 months, right? Oh, okay. But the post says, as well as claims Darius learned his abusive behavior from his brother. Okay, so Sharon is claiming that she not only told Darius' brother about Darius being abusive, but she's also alleging that he got the abusive behavior from Sarunas. Mind you, Sarunas is also the one that y'all was championing for. When y'all heard that Keke got with Darius, y'all was championing like, oh my God, these are good men because Sarunas was, going after Trey Songz, because he, Trey Songz did what he did with Keke and that the two are dating, Keke and Darius are dating. Sarunas stood up for his brother and his sister. Like, y'all was doing all of that. Now look at where we are in 2023 with the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. Okay.
Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself. For Sarunas Jackson.
You can't help yourself, but you did for an entire fucking year. Okay.
Look, I've never done anything like this. I've been in this business for 22 years. I've seen a lot of stuff, but this is I can't help myself.
But you did for an entire fucking year.
For Sarunas Jackson to post on his Twitter the ridiculous stuff that he's posted when he knew his brother was abusive. I went to Sarunas over a year ago and told him that his brother was abusive to my daughter. And he said, well, I used to be like that too. What? So now he's posting on Twitter like he's this special guy when we know he's the biggest in Hollywood. He's disrespectful to women just like his little brother. He taught his brother how to be abusive. So he don't get to act like he's this special guy. No, you're a boy and you're a part of the problem.
And so are you, but you know what? Listen, I'm sorry. Listen, fuck all of this shit. I'm sorry. Fuck all of this shit. I'm sorry. I knew it. I tried to fucking tell y'all. Let me put me back on screen. I tried to tell y'all. I knew something was off because one thing, listen, y'all gonna learn from watching my content. There's a couple of things that I hate. One thing that I hate is when people try to force feed me into believing something. I am psychic as all get the fuck up out of here. I am psychic as fuck. And my intuition never lies. And so when I feel like I'm being swayed into something, I don't like it. When I feel like something is off, I don't like it. And, there's a couple of other things that y'all will learn about me. But I'm saying all of that to say, I clocked it when I did my Keke Palmer videos. I said something is off and I do not like it. She's changed. There's a cockiness that like it's off. What we not gonna do, Mama Keke Palmer? What we not gonna do? Because there's so much to unpack here. There's so much to unpack here. Let's start off with the claims that he's abusive. In 2024, I need proof. I need proof. I need more than just the name drop of the word abuse. I need actual examples, whether you show physical proof or you give actual examples. I don't want to hear, oh, it was an abusive relationship, because abusive can mean a bitch yelled at you. And because you got trauma, it was verbal abuse. I need actual examples, because are we talking, did somebody grab you by the head and fling your ass down the stairs? Okay. Or even if it was verbal, because I've been in some very, very horrible, traumatic, verbally abusive situations. So I'm not even going to try to downplay, like, you can't be like verbally abusive and then not be traumatic and toxic. But I need specific fucking examples, because I feel like in 2024, we use all of these buzzwords: my mental health, abuse, toxic, narcissist. We use all of these buzzwords, but without giving clear examples of what the fuck is going on, it just allows people to create their own narrative and automatically run with shit. I'm not automatically running with nothing, because what you're not going to do is sit here and come to the internet and be like, oh, this nigga was abusing my daughter for over a fucking year, but over a fucking year ago, less than a year ago, your daughter got pregnant with this nigga's child. Huh? This man was quote unquote abusing your daughter for the last year or so. So y'all acting like since they damn near done been together, and you've been crying out for help. Crying out to him, crying out to his brother, crying out to everybody. But yet, she not only had a baby by this degenerate ass motherfucker, you got the whole world championing for their relationship. Then we get down to this whole thing with Usher in Las Vegas. Then y'all want to sit and play in our face. And I tried to tell y'all then. I said, y'all are being hoodwinked right now. Something else is going on. And I tried to tell y'all. People was all in my comments. I don't know. You don't know what you're talking about. Look where the fuck we at now. I said something else is going on, because I know Keke. And the way that she's moving is very shiesty, and I don't like it. And I tried to go back and listen to the videos. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, because I was like, my intuition is telling me one thing. My eyes are telling me one thing. Like, I'm looking and paying attention. And something else deeper is going on. This is not the same Keke. People talking about something, oh, she always been cocky. Bitch, I know how Keke has always been. I'm the only bitch that was buying her fucking albums. I'm the same bitch that was sitting here doing live streams every single goddamn night, drinking on live with subscribers, making sure that I played, her top 10 hits every single time I went on live. Every single time I got on Instagram and YouTube and You Now Live, I was playing bossy, playing hands-free. Keke Palmer has been my best friend in my head since I was in high school, since Keep It Moving. I can name 50 Keke Palmer songs right now. So I know who the fuck Keke is. And when I try to tell y'all, Keke's moving different, this is not Keke. Something is off. Something's not right. Motherfuckers ain't want to listen. And when I'm putting two and two together and I'm saying, oh, we out here manipulating footage. We making it seem like, oh, this boyfriend just getting mad because of your choosing of outfit, but you purposely went here to piss him off. That's very out of character for Keke. I wonder why. Now we get in a full tea 2 months later. But see, even before we got here, after the whole Usher concert, when everybody and their mama was like, oh, they broken up. Oh, she need to leave that man. He a narcissist. He this, that, and the third. Keke got on the internet and told us to mind our fucking business. Let's go ahead and bring up some of the TikToks. Let's see if we can find some of the videos that was out during that time. Because I remember it was a very specific video that she did that told us, mind our business.
A lot of people are confused right now that Keke Palmer and Darius are back together from a live stream that they did on her 30th birthday. Even though The Cut magazine said that Keke Palmer is the internet sweetheart, we also have to remember that she's a businesswoman and an entertainer. Even though Darius got upset posted the tweet that he put after seeing the outfit that Keke was wearing at Usher's Las Vegas concert. We have to keep in mind that there could be a lot of things happening behind the scenes. He might be doing therapy, but some people are speculating. Even though it's obvious that this was a real situation between her and Darius on the internet, some are wondering if she's capitalizing off of this incident, like with the I'm a Mother t-shirts and merchandise on her website.
And what the fuck did I tell y'all? Go back to my content then. I said that to y'all. I said she's capitalizing off of this. I said she is capitalizing off of all of this and utilizing this to push her career further. And Keke is the last person that needed to do that. We literally call Keke a job. Like, we joke about that all the time. We joke about how Keke and Candy literally need to be in a movie where they play mother and daughter because they both know how to keep a fucking job and build a business. We've joked about that. And I said Keke's the last person that needs clout, but everything she was doing and every which way that she was moving gave clout chaser. And I called it out in my fucking video. I called it out. So now that we're hearing all of
this new song that Usher is promoting. This whole situation reminds me of when Michelle Obama was promoting her book and said that young people break up too easily. Let me know what you think in the comments about her getting back with.
Because them two did get back together. After y'all sat there and y'all went off for weeks, Keke and Darius posted this corny ass video where Darius called her his partner and she did not object to it. And mind you, by this point, she had already done several videos where she was hella cocky, okay, talking about ain't nobody going to talk to her any type of way and doing all of this cocky shit, only to then turn around and do, if I can find it right now, I'm going to bring it up. But she did some sort of interview. I saw it on TikTok. She did some sort of interview or gave some sort of statement where she literally said, y'all need to mind y'all business. So how it's turning into where we at now? I have questions.
All right, looks like Keke and Darius are back together having a good old time at the Beyonce concert. Look at all that white tea, a little bit of tongue. Somebody said we did all that fighting back and forth for them to get back together. Who was fighting? I wasn't fighting. I was not fighting. I was watching. I was paying attention. I enjoyed the drama. Unfollowing each other. She was doing all types of songs and dances, making it seem like she was trying to rub it in. I don't know. This looks better than the little birthday dinner or lunch they had. That had a little bit of awkwardness to it. This was a little less awkward. They seemed a little bit more in sync. I'm all for it. I'm proud of them. I mean, you got a whole child together. You know, it was just a bodysuit and Usher. That's not enough to throw a whole relationship away, in my opinion. The tweet was crazy. The double down, triple down was crazy. But at the end of the day, it's all just social media stuff here. All I know is that Mega Segs was probably well before. It was like her.
Give me my birthday prop. That's it. That's all you have to do.
I mean, yeah.
That's what you came on here to do, wasn't it?
So we out here. We're celebrating the
Queen. How come all this she was talking about Virgos so they could eat your?
Oh, okay. So let me go ahead and say one thing straight up.
I'm sorry. Does this look like somebody who getting their ass beat? I'm sorry. I can't. I swear to God, I'm about to. And I don't want to have to do this because I love Keke. Keke is my best friend in my head. Does this look like somebody who getting their ass fucking beat? Because the way that y'all are carrying on my fucking timeline right now, y'all going to fuck in on my timeline right now, going to fuck in on these fucking blogs. Does this look like somebody who was getting a fucking ass beat? Now, whether it was physically and this nigga had her in a fucking chokehold or mentally and emotionally had her heart up in that fucking choke, I don't care. Does this look like somebody who was getting as abused as they trying to make it seem now? Y'all not about to sit and play in my face. I mean, we're not doing this. And I'm getting so sick and tired of this shit. I'm getting very tired of it. That's why Aries being in North Node and the South Node being in Libra, that's why it's exposing all of these fake ass relationships. And that's why everybody and their mama breaking up and divorcing and all it. And we're entering the age of Aquarius. Because the truth and shit is coming out. Critical thinkers, where are y'all? Wake the fuck up. Wake up. Now all of a sudden, oh my God, what was me? She was being abused. No, does this look like somebody who was getting their ass
Virgos,
and miss me with all of that? What does abuse look like? Y'all know what the fuck abuse looks like. Y'all know what the fuck a battered victim looks like. And I have the right to speak on it because I've been abused in all type of ways. Emotionally, sexually, mentally, physically. I'm the perfect person to fucking speak on it. It's not giving abuse, sweetheart. It's not. So what we're not going to do is sit here and try to come to the media and manipulate the media and manipulate the minds and the hearts once again, because y'all just did this shit in August. Y'all just did this shit in August. Then turned around and told everybody to mind their fucking business. Now you want to get your mom involved and then come back two months later talking about something. Well, actually, y'all, the whole time I was pregnant, I was actually getting abused. Whether it was physically, mentally, emotionally, or whatever type of abuse, it was still abuse. And guess what? His brother also knew. And guess what? His brother also knew because his brother probably told him like that. It's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me. And y'all not going to force me to sit here and believe it because Keke has a vagina. Y'all not going to sit here and force me to believe it because Keke's likable. Y'all not going to sit here and force me to believe it because Keke is a black woman. Y'all not going to force me to believe it because Keke's a woman, period. I'm getting real sick and tired of this shit. I'm getting real sick and tired of these games that's being played, these stories that come out, the way that people are being manipulated, the way that people are supposed to just be forced into this group thought, the way that if you have any opinion and you do any type of critical thinking and you have any question that goes against the grain, then suddenly you hate black people or you're a coon or you hate black women. I'm getting tired of all of it. And what makes it even worse, why I'm so passionate about all of this and why I sound like I do right now, is because I don't just commentate on this shit. Everybody that I watch is going to be talking about this shit until the end of fucking time. That's why I'm dreading putting up my Real Housewives of Potomac review, because I already know everybody and their mama going to be talking about talking about Robin. Like, it's like certain shit, when certain shit happens, 9 times out of 10, I have a different opinion because I'm viewing shit objectively and not from a place of trauma or a place of group thought. But it's also fucking annoying because a lot of people that I actually enjoy, a lot of them aren't as healed as they should be, or a lot of them are still think from a place of group thought or like. So it's like for the next week, all my favorite creators going to be on YouTube, all spilling the same narrative. Protect Keke at all costs. Fuck party. Oh, protect Megan Thee Stallion. Protect these black women. Oh, they're doing nothing wrong with it. And it's just like, that's not the whole story. Like, it's not making sense to me. And I'm not just rushing to go do that because bitches got a vagina and bitches is black women. I'm not rushing to do that. It does not make sense. You're not going to sit and force me to believe that somebody who was visibly happy, and yeah, you could be happy on the outside. Fuck all of that. Y'all broke up, came back together, told us mind our business. Now all of a sudden it was abusive. We're not playing those games at this table. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And the fact that I'm about to have to hear this on every fucking platform. Like, it's time to upgrade operating systems, because in 2024, we still yelling, black women are the most disrespected and most unprotected and don't nobody hear us. You sure, bitch? You sure? Because I can name about 20 different platforms that I watch continuously, daily, weekly. Well, I know for a fact it's led by black women, and they all going to be saying, regurgitating the same goddamn shit. Not one person thinking critically. Everybody just like, we black women, and so we just going to protect the next bitch without any accountability. I promise you, I'm probably going to be the only video that you see out here that's looking at the situation like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Something's off.
Don't believe the hype. They are one of the biggest spokesperson for themselves. But you
don't believe the hype, but you are really into the Virgo though. So what are you talking about?
It's because my mom's a Virgo, my brother's a Virgo, my best friend's a Virgo, my grandma's a Virgo. My partner in crime's a Virgo, so it's just like, yeah, I'm surrounded by Virgos.
So you're obsessed with Virgo. So what did you try to?
I was born into it, which means I've studied it.
You're obsessed with Virgos, and that's okay. Get into the Virgos and admit that Virgos are the one. you. It's already too late. A Virgo already has you hooked.
All right.
Give me my birthday card. That's it. That's all you have to do. Beyonce and Kelly. Needed her.
All
Needed her.
it's about Virgos.
Don't play.
When Destiny's Child was going through all these mishaps, Beyonce was decided to be the one to be like, let me speak for everybody. I'm gonna be the one to go ahead and be
because they needed her. They needed her.
All I'm gonna say is that Virgos will be the one to go ahead and step up on the platform, step up and speak.
But why
for
don't
everybody.
you admit that Aquarius and Virgo? It's a good. I mean, that's Beyonce. Some matches are meant to be. It's okay to be obsessed with a Virgo because let me say one thing about the Virgo. We can announce acknowledgement and we acknowledge the Aquariuses. We love you all.
She's a great, phenomenal mother. We've been doing a great job as parents, and I think that we just need to go ahead and allow ourselves to give ourselves some more grace. So, anyways,
that was so sweet. Oh my God, you're so.
I'm down with that.
Obsessed with me. Bye, guys. Give me my birthday pop. That's it. That's all you have to do.
I mean,
something's not right. I don't care how you try to slice it, dice it. I don't care. Something's not right. Whether you want to look at this and say, oh, they was fronting for the cameras, or you can tell because she doesn't seem 100% her Keke sassy self. Even towards the end of the video, it looked like she had an attitude a little bit like, let's get this shit done with. Whatever excuse you come with, it does not make sense. None of it is translating. None of it is cohesive. None of it fucking makes sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. And what we're not going to do is sit here and lie and play in people's face. Even if it was, I had to say, because here's another thing that y'all love to fucking do in 2024. Again, you can't call out anything that a black person does because then it's all of a sudden you're cool, you all of these other things. And I don't give a fuck about none of that. What we're not going to do, because the reason this pisses me off is it's so many different reasons. But one is the manipulation of it all. If you was truly getting abused for wanting to put up a facade for whatever reason, that's on your dumb ass. If you felt like, oh, I got brand deals I need to protect, or I got this Disney image or my squeaky clean image and I got to uphold it, that's on your dumb ass. That's on your dumb ass. That's on your dumb ass. Don't come asking for my help and my sympathy and trying to put it out there. That's on your dumb ass. Number 2, don't come to us saying how this man has been abusive over the last year and it only takes 10 months to birth a fucking baby. And you still chose to have a baby by this fucking degenerate that was supposedly abusing you. That you, quote unquote, put up a facade with for a year. More than a year. That's your dumb ass. Number 3, miss me with all of this protect the woman's body. Listen. If you choosing to have a baby with somebody who clearly doesn't want you or is clearly toxic or clearly abusive and that's on you. That's on you. I don't want to hear anything after that. Miss me with the whole, oh, I gotta protect my body and I don't want to have an abortion. That's on you then. I don't want to hear anything. That's on you. That's on you. You have a way out of it and you choose to not have an abortion. So you rather have a baby by this man and then still continue to try to play house in front of the public, even though you quote unquote in an abusive ass relationship. That's all on you then. That's all on you. I wouldn't be having no baby with somebody that is supposedly abusive or somebody that didn't want to be with me or somebody that I don't care how bad I want to be up here. Like, that's another area in which we always going to disagree if you think like that. Like, I'm sorry. Abortion is there for a reason. Divorce is there for a reason. Take advantage of it. I don't give a fuck what happens to your body afterwards. At the end of the fucking day, you rather fuck your life up even more and then fuck up this child's life by continuing to have a baby to prove a fucking point. And maybe I'm a little bit less sensitive to this. No, not because I wasn't born with a fucking vagina, but because I've been there and had to have hard talks and conversations with people growing up. Abortions was a very common thing when I was a teenager. I went to clinics. I've held hands with best friends. And literally had conversations about hiding it from parents and what they was going to like. So, baby, I know more than anybody else. But all of that aside, what we not going to do is if I'm in an abusive ass relationship or if I'm with a degenerate ass nigga who says he's not going to be around, or if I know that by me having this child, it's just going to be me and this child and their life is probably going to be set up way worse or off than it would be if it was a 2-parent household, regardless of how much money I have, then I'm not going to have said child. But you was quote unquote in an abusive ass relationship, still got pregnant by this man, still decided to bring the child into the world. And now you raising this child with this abusive ass man, and now you want to file for full custody. Like, let make that make sense. Again, it like manipulation and all. It doesn't make sense. It's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me. Don't come to me for my pity and all of that now when you chose to have a baby. You chose to procreate with the man that was abusing you, quote unquote. Then you not only chose to procreate, but then you chose to keep that baby with said man that was quote unquote abusing you. Baby gets here. Y'all planning engagements and this, that, and the third, and y'all are acting like a happy couple, breaking up the makeup, and then all of a sudden now you want to claim that he was abusive this entire time. That includes your pregnancy term. And then now you want to file for sole custody? Like, fuck out of here with all that. Fuck out of here with all that. Fuck out of here. So I'm sorry. All of it is fishy to me. None of it fucking sounds right. I don't care which way you try to slice it, dice it, trice it. I don't care. It does not sound right. It sounds fishy. It sounds all over the fucking place. And it sounds like I'm being manipulated to feel and think a certain way, because you already know everybody on social media is going to automatically jump to the protect black women. Oh my God, we have something to drama bond over, because that's what y'all bitches sit and do. And when I say y'all bitches, and whenever I say y'all, period, only the bitches that got hit with the rock is going to get hit with the rock. Okay, you throw a rock into a crowd of dogs, only ones that's going to holler is the ones that got hit. So if I say y'all and it don't apply, let it fly. Okay? If I didn't say it, it wasn't said. 9 times out of 10, it was probably implied, but if I need to say it, I would have said it. But at the end of the day, it's like, what we're not going to do is this. We're not going to do these mind games and do these manipulations, and we're not going to do none of this, because y'all love a good trauma bond. Love a good, oh, I can see myself with somebody else. Misery loves company. So anytime any celebrity, any whoever comes out talking about how niggas ain't shit, and they already know what it's going to do. It's like a bat signal that goes into the sky. Then you got somebody as lovable as a Keke. What? Keke going through man problems? Ooh, let's put on our cape. Ooh, let's get on our male bashing shit, because it's something that y'all can't wait to do. We always talk about these male podcasts and how, abolish the microphones from men and how that's affecting women. We don't ever get on women in all of these platforms. And I'm like the only person that ever speaks about it. We got Basketball Wives, we got Love and Hip Hop, we got Housewives of Atlanta. Like, we got all of these shows where y'all constantly give y'all perspective. And it's like, for me, I want it all to stop. Either everybody going to start listening to each other, men going to start listening to women, women going to start listening to men, or everybody just need to shut the fuck up. The hair salons and the beauty salons are just as toxic as the barbershops. And it's plenty of not just women, but it's people in general, because then you also have people that aren't women that feel like, oh, this is my time to show and prove to women and black women that I'm here for you and that I'm riding for you. And let me put on my cape to show that I'm an ally and that I care and I hear you and I see you, queen. And it's just like, you got people that's instantly ready to go in and male bash. And I'm not saying it's to worship dick. No, I'm saying it to say, even in a situation like this where you don't have all the facts, you don't know all of what's going on, it's just like, oh, another man did something wrong, allegedly. We're going to go and act as if we got the 100% receipts and the 100% truth, and we just going to believe. Like, come on now. We're not going to act like the Me Too movement don't exist, and it's just like, believe the victim no matter what. And that's another reason why that pisses me off. It's always going to piss me off when I see people who use all of these traumatic ass campaigns and movements for their own selfish gain. That's always going to piss me the entire fuck off. Like I said multiple times throughout this video, not nan time over these last 2 years did we see Keke as a victim. Not nan time did she ever allude to or this, that, and the third again. And I have to keep saying it. She told y'all to mind y'all fucking business when it came to her relationship. And this is after y'all went to bat defending her. And then when she got back with him, she said, mind y'all business about my relationship. And now, not even 2 months later after that, now all of a sudden, it's all it is. Don't Me Too now. Don't I was abused now. Don't he put his hands on me now. Don't he was abusive and fucking up my mental now. No, where was all of that when you decided to lay down with this nigga? Where was all of that when you go to the doctor and you find out you're pregnant and you decided to still keep a baby with this man? Because as far as we knew, we didn't know that y'all was having problems until August. So that still gives about, what, how many months leading up to that? That y'all was still faking or whatever y'all was doing, parading around town as the couple that y'all was, whether it was happy or not. If he was abusive since before, then like, come on now. Don't Me Too it now. And oh my God, I was going through this. Because what I saw was somebody that was benefiting from a relationship that they, quote unquote, seem happy in. We're not about to sit and try to reverse engineer and act like we didn't see what we saw. We're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that. Like, I don't know what else to fucking say. Like, I'm annoyed at all of this. I'm annoyed at all of it because everybody's on.
It looks like Keke Palmer.
I'm annoyed at all of it. I'm annoyed at all of it. I'm annoyed at all of it. Let's take a look at the comments. I've never seen her address anything. Mama Sharon is mad. The fact that his brother knew and did nothing is disappointing, but not surprising. Is it just me, or did this suddenly get very interesting? Because Keke Mama ain't never in a way about nothing. It's like, is nobody using their fucking brain? Is nobody using their critical thinking skills? Is nobody using their critical thinking skills? This shit does not fucking make sense. It don't make not damn bit of sense. Wasn't Keke, her mother, and Darius all just on the podcast? Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that shit. Keke, Darius, Sharon podcast. Because what y'all not about to sit here and do is play with me in reality. Y'all not about to sit here. Y'all not about to sit here and play in my face. Y'all not, because they was just on Keke's podcast as one big happy family. We're not about to do this. We're not. Because what you're not about to do is get on the internet and be yelling and giving all of this flavor and giving all of this anger. And you so pissed off because of what's been going on the last 2 years. But yet, you sit down next to this nigga, knowing that he abusing the fuck out of your daughter. You sit down next to this nigga that's supposedly abusing your daughter, and you done complained about it to him and to his brother. Nothing has been done. But yet, you take your happy ass down to the Keke's podcast and y'all all sit down there on her podcast and sit there and have a good old chat. Like shit is cool. This is why I'm not getting involved. Keke wanted us to mind our business. That's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm exiting out the group chat out of this video. I'm out of it because none of this shit seems right. None of it seems right. Something is off. I don't know if this is off a clout. I don't know if he been abusive and Keke was like, I'm gonna flip it and make a bag. Like, there's no way that you can explain this and it looks good for Keke. There's no way. Even if you try to be like, okay, yeah, he has been abusive. What Sharon is saying is right. He's been abusive for the last year or so, and Keke was only with him for the bag and to build money for her son. Okay, so you putting up with abuse for your child? That's fostering an unhealthy environment. Okay, got it. Oh, Keke was just saving face trying to, make her marriage work. Oh, so your dumbass saw the red flags and the signs that this nigga was abusive and you still wanted to try and make it work? You still a dumbass. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, he was abusive, but it went away. He went to therapy and then, because y'all know what y'all like to do. Because I know a creator that does it all the goddamn time. I'm like, so you just never going to put some of that blame back on a woman? It's always the nigga's fault. It's always the nigga's fault. If you know the niggas are always at fault, then stay away. And then y'all get mad in 2024 when motherfuckers tell y'all to do better and to choose better. Literally choosing better is choosing you. Stop being so desperate over dick that you feel like you have to mate and procreate with any goddamn fucking being. It ain't that damn serious. The universe is going to match you with whatever the fuck you a vibrational match for. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Okay, because see, now this is where Aligning Souls is coming out. This is where Aubrey is about to come out, right? Because you can only meet people as deeply as you've met yourself. And I'm going to say that one more time. You can only meet people as deeply as you've met yourself. So as much as I don't want to believe that, oh, the universe doesn't, I'm not who I attract. And that, yes, you are. You are, though. You are. Because if you constantly dealing with fuck niggas and da-da-da-da-da, there's clearly a part of you that needs to heal. There's clearly a part of you that's keeping the door open for certain energies. I don't care if you feel like out of 10 out of 10, you've already done like 9 out of 10 of that healing, but you might go dabble back into that low vibrational 20% every now and again because you know yourself and you're still not operating in a place of 100% healedness or as high as you can be. So as long as you still operating from those low vibrational places, guess what? That's what the universe is going to match you with. You can only meet people as deeply as you've met yourself. And a lot of y'all, because I see, like, again, I follow nothing but women platforms. And the new thing seems to be, oh, let's bring up divorce rates. Let's bring up marriage rates. Let's bring up the rates in which this and that and da-da-da-da-da. And what people are forgetting to speak about when they bring up all of these statistics between men and women and relationships and marriages is that these are based off of unhealed motherfuckers. I don't care how high the divorce rate is. I don't care how high the marriage rate is. I don't care how high the abuse rate. I don't care how high none of that is. Because 9 times out of 10 is based off of motherfuckers that was unhealed and unhinged. Because 9 times out of 10 people are dating from a place of lack, dating from a place of trauma. Because what you think you want is not necessarily always what you need. And it's not until you heal that you realize that. People date from a place of scarcity. Everybody deals with either abandonment issues or codependency and attachment issues. When men date you, they start you at 0. When women date you, they start you at 100. That's the first disconnect right there. And then aside from that, people put more stake and value into chemistry than they do compatibility. So when you consider all of these relationships and all of these marriages of people that get together and it's really just because, oh, we have chemistry and you're attractive and I want to fuck. Not necessarily we actually like each other and we're compatible. But more so you're hot, I'm hot, we're attractive. We have bomb sex. We'll figure it out. We'll make it work like our grandparents did. That's not compatibility. All of that shit adds to divorce and breakup rates and all of that shit. All of that shit adds to that. But child, I'm taking it somewhere else. Bringing it back to my point, again, I don't want to hear none of this. I don't care how mad Sharon is getting. I don't care what Keke has to say. I don't care. Because y'all was just playing Happy Family a couple of weeks ago on Keke's podcast. Y'all was all sitting there as a happy family on Keke's podcast. And now all of a sudden we supposed to believe. Here go the episode right here.
You ever had a Summer Walker situation with me? Some girl was just like, yo. Just so you know, she was wearing like my Eagles jersey.
She's not even getting on the line with me. I'm not talking to nobody. I don't care. She could be standing next to you in a picture. I'm blind. I'm Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. Whatever that we going through we talking about that in the closet. Like we ain't nobody like it's on some like he's got a twin brother. Like
it's funny, and it's funny that Keke is saying this. Keke's basically talking about like if you the other woman don't come up to me and say nothing, I'm gonna ride for my man and anything that we're going through, we just going to discuss behind closed doors. Oh, you mean like how y'all trying to make it look like the abuse was closed doors? Is this what closed doors look like? Because according to your mother, you was being abused for a year or two. This not giving abuse. This not giving abuse behind closed doors. And what's the excuse? Because last time I checked, this the Keke podcast, not the Keke and husband podcast. I'm sorry, Keke and boyfriend podcast, because that's another layer to the story. But yeah, were they being abused then? Because Sharon looked pretty happy and pretty jovial on this podcast. I wouldn't be caught dead, sitting on a podcast next to somebody that's sitting there abusing my motherfucking child. And you think I'm about to sit here and giggle sitting next to your ass? No, bitch. Only sounds going to be coming out of this room is me choking the shit out of you for how you treating my child. We're not playing those games at this table. But let's continue watching this. Because this is a woman scorned that we're witnessing right here. This is a woman scorned who clearly doesn't like to address her issues head on. She's saying that she wants to sweep it under the rug and act like it doesn't exist. At least not in the public.
But then how?
I don't care. She could be standing next to you in a picture. I'm blind. I'm Stevie Wonder to the bullshit. And whatever that we going through we talking about that in the closet. Like we ain't nobody like. It's on some like he's got a twin brother. Like I'm not discussing that.
But then how are you gonna react when people bring it to you? I saw your man, or I saw that. People.
And I saw your man. I didn't want to bring it up, but since we're bringing it up, have you checked with him? And then we'll laugh, and then we'll move on because they know I'm not playing at that point.
Exactly. Right. You don't have to discuss your man or your money.
Okay, so then why the fuck we discussing it now, Miss Sharon? Don't discuss your man or your money, so why the fuck we discussing it now? Let's go ahead and take it on over to people.com, okay? Because listen, I know Shade Room be giving half the story and then half the other is on our blog. Take your ass over to the website if you want the rest of the story. No, we're going to go ahead over to people.com, a credible, verifiable source before we end this video, because I just want to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything, because it's still not adding up for me, but I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and we're going to read an official article. Now, Keke Palmer accuses ex Darius Jackson of domestic violence, files for restraining order in custody of son. Keke Palmer is requesting sole custody of her 8-month-old son, Leotis, whom she shares with Darius Jackson after alleging the child's father has been... Oh, before we get into it, like this video again. Child.
Give me brain, give me dick, give me bite. On sight, on sight. If you want it to be good, then you better do me right. On sight, on sight. Give me brain, give me dick, give me bite. On sight, on sight. If you want it to be good, then you better do me right. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hey, I'm your little hoe, I'm your little hoe. Oh, no, you want some more, no, you want some more. Oh.
Okay, so now that we're back into it, Keke is basically requesting sole custody of the 8-month-old, whom she shares with Darius Jackson after alleging. So wait. The child is only 8 months old. What did I say? 8 month years? Child. The child is only 8 months. He's been abusive. Okay, so let's just assume that he's been abusive ever since the baby was. Let's say it was only a year. Okay, maybe the abuse started after the pregnancy. Let's assume that the abuse started after the delivery of the child. It's like my point still stands. It still stands. Because according to the mother, it's been happening over a year. The child is only 8 months years old. So if the baby not even here yet, and I'm seeing signs to the point where my mother is not only addressing him, but addressing his brother, and we seeing signs that, oh, this is a family thing, and the baby ain't even here yet. Oh, baby. Second that baby would have came out of my pussy, second that I would have got the birth certificate, it would have just been my name on it. Yeah, go to therapy and get you some help before we put your name up on the certificate. I would have went down to the courts and fought for my rights right then and there. Oh, if this is a motherfucker that's putting hands on me, this is a motherfucker that's a threat to my life and his baby's life, because he was abusing me clearly while I was pregnant. Because let's focus on the timeline. She said a year, right? The baby only 8 months. So this was happening. The abuse was going on before Keke gave birth. To which point he was a threat to Keke and the womb, the infant within the belly. There's no way that Darius would have been in that room. There's no way that I wouldn't have had diapers called or wouldn't have had somebody down there to sign the rights away or figure, like, there's no motherfucking way. So I don't want to hear shit now. Because I'm getting real sick and tired of hearing. We always hear about, oh my God, this is what actually happened 20 years ago. No, stop benefiting from shit and then wanting to come out years, months later, and then give a full test. Stop. I'm sick of this shit. How many Yelp reviews do we need? How many stories do we need? And again, we in 2024 where everybody in a mama has a platform. Black voices are the loudest voices right now. We're not going to keep continuing to use that as an excuse. Yeah, there's still little girls, little black girls missing around the world, this, that, and the third. Okay, yeah. But ever since 2020, black voices are the loudest voices right now. We're not gonna keep using that, oh, black women aren't heard, and we're not gonna keep doing that. Not in regards to this situation. So there's no excuse, Keke. There's no excuse, Akila. There's no excuse, Lauren. There's no excuse. Keke filed a request on Thursday for domestic violence in LA. She alleged that on Sunday, Darius trespassed into her house without her knowledge or consent, threatened her, then physically attacked me, lunging for my neck, striking me, throwing me over the couch, and stealing my phone when I told him I was going to call the police. She also includes screenshots of what appears to be security footage of a man striking a woman over a sofa. Palmer alleges that Jackson, 30, has abused her multiple times over a 2-year period. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because again, I feel like it's not making sense. It's not making sense. Because if it was real, okay, let's assume that. Because I feel like it's one of three things happening. I feel like he was really abusive and she's just a dumbass and covered it up for whatever reason. Number two, I feel like it was light abuse, as in, that's my man. We choke each other up sometimes, like it's okay for him to ruffle me up a little bit. He not beating my ass. He not blacking my eye. I'm not blacking his eye, but we ruffle each other up again, here and there because we passionate. But now all of a sudden, since we on bad terms, I'm gonna play it up a little bit. And then number three, I just feel like it's all just a lie or something. Like it does not make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because now we taking it from over a year to now 2 years, Keke? You have an 8-month-old, but he's been abusing you for 2 years? This your dumb ass fault. This not gonna be the platform where what was me? What was Keke? Oh, Darius. Oh, fuck him. We're not doing all of that. No. It's 2024. It's time for y'all bitches to put y'all big girl panties on and start taking some fucking accountability. It's fucking 2024. The Yelp reviews are out there. The Yelp reviews are out there. And I'm not feeling sad for a motherfucker whose mother is literally her manager and literally there in her day-to-day life. And I'm not feeling sad for Keke Palmer, who's intellectual as fuck. Literally the youngest woman ever to have her own talk show. Has business and accolades and all of this shit out the ass. I don't feel sorry for you because it's not like you some little ratchet bitch named Shaniqua who grew up in the hood and ain't know no better. It's not like you some little destitute immigrant bitch that was relying on a nigga for his paycheck and you put up with said abuse because of no. There is no fucking story to support what you allegedly went through for 2 years. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be everybody else that's going to sit and suck your fucking clit and big you up and say fuck him when at the same time, Keke, you knew better. You knew better. I don't know why you stayed with this nigga. If he was abusing you for over 2 years and you chose to have a baby with him. You had unprotected raw sex with this man, and you are the same woman who sat on Breakfast Club exposing Trey Songz for the dog that he was. Little did we know you're exposing Trey Songz for the dog that he was. But after you got off the Breakfast Club, you went and slept with a nigga from the same pound. How that work? How you out here exposing Trey Songz and then you go sleep with one of his dogs from the pound? How does that work? You exposing Trey Songz, but then you go and sleep with somebody just like him. And then have a baby by that nigga. This is why y'all gotta cut all of that protect black women shit out. This is exactly why. Cut all of that shit the fuck out. All of these movements that y'all keep taking and trying to personally use for your own selfish gain, cut it the fuck out. Let's restore, protect black women and protect women's bodies and all of these movements that started as movements. Let's leave them as movements. Let's apply those when it actually matters. Like when there is little black girls missing or when there is old white men that's in their 90s trying to police a woman's body and tell them what they can and cannot do. Let's leave all of those statement pieces, all of those all of those movement statements, let's leave it to those movements. Because these are matters in which it proves why it's ineffective. It proves how it's doing y'all a disservice. Because when you yell out these statements like protect Black women, Black excellence, all of this, it allows people to feel like they have this shield over them, this sense of security, this sense of comfortability. It's like a blanket of ignorance. Because Keke, you knew better. You knew better. Just like Chloe and Halle. I don't feel bad for them. I saw an interview with Chloe talking about she got cheated on. Oh, well. Halle sitting here having a baby by a degenerate. Oh, well. Y'all fucking knew better. Y'all weren't like these other bitches out here who had no choice or had to do shit out of survival or literally did not know or did not have the means. Like, y'all had choices. How are you on Breakfast Club exposing Trey Songz and in the same breath fucking somebody just like him and then letting that nigga nut inside of you raw and then having his fucking baby while parading around to the rest of the world making it look like y'all a happy couple, and then y'all start the mind games in 2023, then you come back a month later to tell us to mind our business after all the social media cape for you, and after y'all got back together now, because the nigga come in your house and throwing things around and throwing you around, now all of a sudden it's, I've been abused for 2 years, y'all. I'm filing for sole custody. No, fuck all of that. This is Keke's problem now. This is Keke and Sharon's problem now. Because none of it fucking makes sense to me. I don't care which way you try to slice it or dice it. None of it makes sense to me. And in 2023, I want better for y'all. Everybody else going to enable y'all, going to sit in trauma bond with y'all. I'm going to be the bitch to tell you, put your big girl panties on, because enough is a fucking enough. Enough is fucking enough. These niggas ain't shit, but you knew that. These niggas ain't shit, but you knew that when you went to the dog pound to lay down with them. You knew that. You knew that. You knew that. If you know that you leaving food around attracts roaches, why do you keep leaving food around to attract roaches? Should roaches be in your house? No, they shouldn't be. Is it an invasion of your privacy and your comfort? Yes, it is. But if you know that you leaving food out attracts roaches, then why are you continually leaving the food out to attract them? And then sleeping with these goddamn men. I don't feel bad. I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Another incident was allegedly recorded on home security footage February 13th, 2022, when Darius body slammed me into the stairs by my neck and you stayed with him. So hey. Oh, well. And it ain't like you didn't know better because you did. Oh, well. It's time to get into some therapy and let's figure out why we have these codependency and abandonment issues. Why can't I leave somebody who's literally beating my ass? I'm sorry. Constantly blaming everything on a man and only the man without taking any accountability and seeing what we could have did better is not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. Constantly pointing the finger at that man is not helping anybody. And if I didn't say it, then it wasn't said. So has nothing to do with, let these niggas off the hook. And so they just get, no, baby, the whole world is crucifying the niggas. I don't need to be another platform that's doing that. Because I'm sure the rest of the world going to do that for me. I'm going to be the one to say, okay, now how can we make sure this don't ever happen again? And the fact that this is Keke, somebody who knew what would happen, has seen what would happen, like, it's almost like when the teacher has to sit down the A student because the A student decided to do some dumb shit, and now the teacher has to give the A student detention. It's like, of all people, and I can understand peer pressure all day. I can understand all day the pressures of maintaining being an A student and wanting to just wild out sometimes and get a little reckless and be like everybody else. I can understand all of that. But at the same time, baby, you an A student, not just because you're an A student, but because you have gifts and you have qualities and you have something that's special about you that stands you out from the rest. And you know that. And when you want to dumb yourself down guess what, baby? You also get the same dumbass consequences as everybody else. So I'm sorry, Keke. Take your dumbass over there and deal with this. This is your issue, not mine. Like you said, in terms of what you would say if a bitch approached you about your man cheating, how you said, I'm blind, I'm CB1 to the bullshit, baby. Well, so am I. So am I. I'm done talking about this. I'm done. And I'm truly offended. I'm truly personally offended because Keke is my best friend in my head. But what we're not going to do is this. What we're not going to do is this. Let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comment box below.
I'm trying to fuck now, so baby, let's dance. Fuck up my baby right here on my legs, man. I'm trying